Nope, it's already started. We're live.
Shit. Okay.
Unless you need a minute, I can go back
I
to
was
the
gonna.
timer.
I was gonna go tinkle.
Oh yeah, no, go tinkle. I'll get this thing going. I'll get this show on the road. All right,
Alright.
everyone. It is me. We are back. Week 13 is in the books. Week 14 is upon us. I am your host. I am your commissioner. I am back to back. Last year's winner. Not going to be this year's winner. I'm going for most decorated. But I am Grant Cron. This week, I normally I would say like normal, but like last week, like this week, he's in the bathroom right now. Uh, we got Connor with us. We have a lot to go over this week. Uh, where we'll go over the side pot, where that's standing. We're gonna look at what if the season ended today. What would the playoff bracket look like? And then we'll take a look at the standings. Kind of see because there's a lot at play here. Really, both first round buys are up for grabs. It's anybody's
Yeah.
game for that at this point. And there he is. My co-host, my vice president, and yours, owner of Worst to First, Connor Logan. How are you doing, buddy?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. Feels great to have a little clinch done.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
have to not have to worry about it anymore.
There are 4 teams that have clinched playoffs at this point. You're one of them. Post Mahomes, CMC
God,
later.
isn't that crazy?
It is, especially where we were at the beginning of the season.
I know, and I told him I was proud of him. I was like, "Look at you! You're all grown up. You're playoff bound and shit."
Yeah.
Like, no more bottom tier for you this year, buddy.
Yeah, he has clinched his way up into the American division. It'll be a first-time American division player team.
Oh.
But so yeah, so there's a lot on the line right now. A couple of things I want to address. One thing in specific. So this past week there was 2 teams that didn't feel the full team. One left a player on bye, one had a player on bye and an injured player in their lineup. This is what the side pot was supposed to detract people from doing. So next year I think we're going to talk about either upping that side pot so this doesn't happen or penalties or fines.
It's only 2 teams that aren't going to be in the league next year. Also, they both did set a lineup. They just didn't drop anybody to make it a full lineup.
And
they both.
Yeah, no, I mean everybody was there, but I mean especially at this time of the year, with
I would like to see the full lineup set
with playoffs like on the line with playoff implications. It's important that even though you're out of it, it is just important that you try and be competitive.
When I bring up the score, do I disappear?
Yeah, but you have a red box. Like you have the Discord logo.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's just something we're going to talk about next year. We're going to implement some, like I say, whether it be some sort of penalty or a fine, or maybe we just up the side pot. But it's just something that we just can't have happen. We just need everybody, even if they're out of it, you just need to be competitive because other people are still going for stuff. There's a decent amount of money on the line, and because anything can happen. I mean, yeah, I mean we'll go over this. So let's just get into it because we'll end up crossing it. All right. First matchup I have here is Catch Me Outside Herbert That versus Aardvark Kings. I mean, this right here, this was my matchup that clinched me competing for the shitty. If I had beat Jacob, there was a chance that if he lost out, I won out. We could have flip-flopped divisions, or we could have flip-flopped spots, but Jacob just dropped his pants and absolutely shit on me.
Great week.
Yeah, it was a great week for Jacob.
60s at any time is a great week.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean 29 from Lawrence before he got hurt.
And Laporta.
And Laporta, 36 from Jamar Chase, 16 from Olave, 19 from Rashad White. Just an all-around great performance. Especially then you go over to mine. I mean, just
All you had was
duds.
Tyreek and Eric Henry, I guess.
Yeah, outside of that, duds. Cool to see Pickens get 12. Cool to see Mayfield get 17, I guess. But I guess I'd like to see 20 out of my quarterback.
Yeah.
But yeah, a rough week, and like I say, I will be playing for the shitty this year. And you know what? Okay. Also, I want to say this. I'm just instituting this. I'm just gonna do this. We are adding something to the league this year. If you win the shitty, let me back it up real quickly. I felt that our league is not patriotic enough. I think we could be more patriotic as a league. And so I am instituting a pun. You know what? I wouldn't even call it a punishment. I would call it you get to be extra patriotic. That if you win the shitty at next year's draft, you have to sing the national anthem for everybody. We'll start the draft off with the national anthem sung by the person who wins the shitty. So every year going forward, that will be something we will do.
Interesting.
But yeah, so I clinched my my spot fighting for the shitty. So that was this matchup.
Proud of you.
Hey, thank you. I'm just trying to be like you,
Mm-hmm.
All right, next matchup I have is post Mahomes versus Cowboys D for 54. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like last time they played, this was like the same exact score they had.
Well, I'll do some research while you talk about it. I mean, John, he's got that record, but he just doesn't do big points very often.
It's streaky. He's very streaky. I mean, we've seen him put up 140 before. We've seen him put up 130
this morning, and he only crossed 143 times, I believe.
The rest of it just low hundreds kind of thing.
Let's see. We're looking at him right now. There's 4 weeks over 140.
4, okay.
Uh-huh. And the rest are 99 to like 120.
Oof. So
there's not a 130 in there even.
There is or
so
isn't?
141, not. 141, 144, 143, 162. So he had one really good week.
Yeah. And I want to say that was like a week or two ago too.
He played Cowboys D this week. They played week 1.
Oh, week 1.
And he lost to Connor 98 to 107.
Damn. Hate to see it. But you know what? He's back on top now. I don't see him going very far in playoffs, but It is what it is. Hey, at least you make it. All you got to do is make it, and anything can happen. I don't even know what to highlight on either side. 28 from Kamara, cool. And then 34 from Mike Evans. Everybody else was duds.
Jets D at 19 is pretty cool.
Yeah, just 1 point less than what you start with.
Yeah. All right. What do we got next?
Next, I got Bijan Mustard versus Better Luck Next Time.
Yeah, he could have won this game.
He could have. And so this is one of the team. Dallas Goedert has been hurt for a few weeks. Left him in. And DJ Moore on bye is left in.
Yeah, he could have dropped Madison for somebody or something.
Yeah, and could have dropped Goddard also. It's not like Goddard's been lights out.
No. He was supposed to be.
Yeah, supposed to be. But
well, I mean, he was all right.
Yeah, oh yeah, he had a couple. I think he's had a couple double-digit weeks, and I mean consistent like 9s and stuff like that. So it's not like for tight end, that's not terrible. But what's that?
Week 1 he had 0.
I think he hurt week 1?
No, he had a target.
Oh, did he? Okay.
And it was 8, 9, 4, 25, 9, 18, 7, 8. So yeah.
So I mean, 8, not 9. Terrible for a tight end, but a tight end that you could have dropped and just grabbed anybody, or at least didn't have to worry about maybe somebody else grabbing him. So he'd be probably somebody who'd stick around that you can go right
Actually
back and
supposed
grab
to
him.
be back this week.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's healthy. He's got no injury designation even.
nice. Well, so yeah, I mean, it almost didn't matter. Uh,
No, he could. Yeah, if he probably could have won that.
but with this win here, Harley does move up into a playoff spot. He takes a playoff spot right now.
I seen that.
So this was a big win for him. 34 from Stafford, great. Chuba Hubbard getting 22. Gotta love it.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Um,
Hubbard,
CD Lamb getting
20 and
32.
22.
And yeah, I mean 45 from Debo Samuel on Bijan's side, 28 from Puka Nakua, and 29 from Jordan Love. I mean, and 21 from the Chargers D. If
Yeah, it's
if he would have if he
no running.
if he would have started, I mean, this is a difference of what is it, 12 points. If he would have started
Yeah.
a tight end and a flex, he would have. I guarantee a win here. Had he
Probably.
started two people there,
Yeah, probably.
but
Let's look at tight ends. Top available. Kyle Pitts. What did he get last week? Yeah. 9 points. So if he would have grabbed Kyle Pitts, that's 9 points.
and then
And
just
then we'll just
anybody
go
else
grab the top wide receiver that's in the waivers.
just needs 3 points.
Elijah Moore had 12.3.
Perfect. He would. Yeah. He wouldn't even need to start a tight end. Just Elijah Moore would have won it for him.
Yep.
But so yeah. So all right. Next matchup. Worst to first versus Danis system. A great week for you. Danis system putting up a competitive score in the 120s, but it doesn't mean shit when your opponent puts up 170. That's just huge.
Big days from a lot of people.
Yeah, Tua getting you 33, awesome. 22 from James Conner and McBride, 34 from Nico Collins. Just all
Trey
around.
McBride's crushing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking in the last 4 weeks, he's got 9 target wise, 9, 7, 9, 9. That is target share, baby.
Yeah, that's good targets. That is some great targets. Yeah, Danis system, everybody doing, like I said, being competitive, but it just doesn't matter sometimes. Sometimes you go up against an opponent who goes, fuck you.
Flex killed him.
Yeah. I see
19.
you dropped Jerry Jeudy how long ago? 4 or 5 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was a while.
He surfaced to a lineup in Danis system, only getting him 8.1, but
yeah.
That might change though now that Jefferson is supposed to be back, right?
Yeah, he will be back. He has to be, because his 21 days is up.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll see him go away and
he's got
Jefferson
Addison
take
too.
his spot. Yeah. All right, next matchup. Big Smith Energy versus John Popper's Harmonica. Close matchup. This is both playoff teams. Billy's starting to fall. Billy is really showing that he's a cap at 130.
Yeah, all year pretty much.
Yeah, all year. Tank Dell getting injured was rough, and
Done for the year.
Maybe that would have changed this matchup up. Maybe he would have won that if that hadn't had happened. But
yeah, that definitely could have swayed it.
I mean, if he would have hit his projection, he would have beat John Poppers by 2 points. If he would have just hit projection. But John Poppers, I mean, making his way into playoffs and just kind of saying, fuck you, I can beat a good team. I can beat the best of them. Herbert only getting them 8 points is rough. That's gonna suck
Yeah,
if he
that
does that in
whole
the
that,
playoffs.
that whole trade had me questioned. Like, man, I don't know, but it was both ways.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it kind of paid off because he got Pacheco, AJ Brown, and Herbert. Pacheco and
Well,
AJ
fuck,
Brown did great.
I made a better offer to fucking Jacob for those two people than he got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you didn't sweet talk him enough. Maybe John
Apparently, that's
Poppers
all
gave
right.
him a little kiss on the cheek and said, "Come on, baby, let me get a little something."
Gave him a little reach in the fucking underside.
Yeah, I'll tickle the balls. I'll cradle the shaft.
All right, now cough.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, a great week from John Poppers. Love to see it. All right, last matchup we have of week 13 is CMCU later absolutely crushing Natalina Wine
Yeah, it's
Mixer.
a fucking crazy week.
Yeah.
That's a crazy week.
Yeah. I mean, Mike almost crossing 200. But just crushing. DK having 42 and 3 touchdowns. Dak
DK
having a
having
game
42 this week is more than the last 20, 36, 4 weeks combined.
of DK.
Yeah.
Damn, really making up for it in one shot.
He that is his first 20 plus point week. Oh, sorry, second. He had a 20.4.
Damn.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Only
especially
two
for
20.
DK.
Yeah. He did miss one game.
Rocking with Taysom Hill also. I feel like that's super risky, but every time I see him on this sheet, he does great.
It's a good plug.
Yeah. But Natalie, that makes Natalie the lowest scoring team this week.
Yes, sir.
Not by a whole lot, by 5 points. Cowboys D for 54 tried to take that from her, but had she started a defense, she wouldn't have been the lowest scoring team.
Probably not.
Cowboys D would have been. But yeah, I mean, it sucks to see 3 points from Kenny Pickett and 2 from Ramondre Stevenson.
They both about died, so.
Oh, did they really?
Kenny Pickett's going to miss extended periods of time, and Ramondre Stevenson has a high ankle sprain suffered in very early in the game.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, both of them went down really fast.
Yeah. I guess he had. If he would have not fumbled, it would have been a little bit better. Probably would have had 5 points, but not enough.
Nope, not enough.
All right, let's get to next week. Right there. All right. First matchup I have is CMCU later versus Aardvark Kings. Don't make me say it, please. I'm gonna lose. I'll say it. I'm gonna lose this week. I I like to say. I mean, I don't think I've really poked at 190s yet this year. I've gotten over 140. I want to say in the 150s. Maybe I've touched 160, but I haven't even been poking at 190. So if Mike has another week like that,
That's not a standard week, though, you know.
Mike's been. I feel like Mike's been up there in like the 180s, 170s, and 190s pretty consistently. I mean, Mike's team front to back is pretty good. I mean, Pittman quietly has been very good this year. Keenan Allen's been very good.
5 weeks over 150. That's crazy.
Yeah. McCaffrey,
He's al-
Barkley, Prescott killing
he's
it.
also scored 66.
He's had extremes on both sides.
Yeah.
um, But
Bam.
I mean, I have a path. There is a path to victory for me if his entire team gets injured. But
Get along.
I mean, I don't see that happening. It's
Yeah, Mike.
yeah, I'm gonna pick myself because you can't not. It's bad juju to not pick yourself, but if
You, you
I
have one 160 week,
yeah,
and it was 160 exactly.
Jesus, yeah,
Otherwise, I mean, you floated around 130 a lot.
I'm a competitive team most weeks. Just I just can't get my act together this year.
Yeah.
I don't really have a locker room guy. I need to get a locker room guy to boost morale with some of these guys.
Hell,
But yeah, I mean, I'm not confident in my lineup whatsoever, but gotta take myself.
who you got next?
Post Mahomes versus Bijan Mustard. Um, this interesting matchup, I guess. I feel like this should be like the bottom two teams in the Lebanese division. But Post Mahomes somehow has pulled a rabbit out of a hat.
Hopefully, Travis sets a lineup here.
Looks like he has a full lineup as it sits. Yeah. So if he leaves it the same, unless Puka Nakua somehow, I don't know what is this injury designation? AC joint. But at least going into it, we can see that everybody should play. Well, I don't know what is Jeff Wilson. He's projected 1 point.
RB3.
Yeah. I'd play Madison over him.
Oh, 100%.
It's probably still left over from bye.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I can't believe I'm going to say this though. I
Where do you
can't.
work Diggs in there?
Yeah.
Where do you work him in?
I guess over Puka Nakua.
Why?
Only because he has the injury designation.
I feel like he has for a while. And he had fucking almost 30 points last week.
Yeah, and yeah, he's done that multiple times, and only because it's the Rams. The Rams are kind of in a funk this year.
Mm-hmm. What did DJ Moore do against Detroit last time? 22.6, 9 catches, 7 receptions, or 9 targets, 7 receptions, 96 yards, and a tutty.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you got to play him again. You got to keep
Yeah.
DJ in there. You can't get Diggs.
Yeah, and I think you keep Debo in there. I
Can
think
you put Debo in for a running back?
no, you can't. I wish you could. I think if he's taken snaps like as running back a certain amount of times, CBS will let you because they'll designate. Because last year Taysom Hill you could put in tight end, wide receiver, and running back.
Mm-hmm. And quarterback, I think.
Yeah, and quarterback. Because he had X amount of snaps at each position. I think at some point that he was eligible for all categories. But yeah, I hate to say it, I can't believe I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go with John on this matchup.
Yeah, me too. Patty Mahomes is going to have a good game against Buffalo.
Yeah. Next matchup I have is Cowboys D for 54 versus the Danis system.
Oof. The bottom of the bottom.
Pretty much. Cowboys D for 54 needs to win this week. Because I think they have a 3-point lead over Better Luck Next Time if it comes down to them having the same record. So it's a good, and so this is kind of a must win for Cowboys D for 54. Dana's system is fighting to stay out of the shitty. Because if Travis can pull an upset, get a win, Dana's system loses. I think Dana's system still has the points over him, but they have the same record, and it'll come down to the last week. So it's kind of a big game for Dana's system. Projections are going his way, it looks like.
Yeah, I got him on this week.
Yeah, me too. Jefferson being back, Addison in the lineup. Again, Casey at Buffalo. Kelsey should do pretty good. And Russell Wilson's hot. So, give me Danny.
Yep. Give me Danny.
Catch me outside, Herbert that versus John Popper's harmonica.
This will be a good one.
This will be a very good one because, again, playoff implications. If Catch Me Outside Herbert that beats John Popper's here, they have the same record, and then it'll go into week 15 week 15 on who's going to take that last playoff spot. Right now it's Trevor's. Right now it's John Popper's, but this is a huge game. Lot on the line here. This honestly, if Jacob loses here, this seals Trevor's spot in the playoffs.
Really?
Because Natalie and Jacob have the same record also, and if Natalie wins, she's like 200 points behind Trevor. So even if it would take a miracle for Natalie to make playoffs. I mean, she'd have to have two of the best weeks of her life these last 2 weeks. She'd have to win out.
Hey, she's done 220 before last year.
Yeah, that was last year though. And so, not saying it can't happen. There's definitely a path for her, but
the likelihood is slim.
Yeah, so pretty much if Trevor wins this matchup here, I'm pretty confident saying he's clinched playoffs. Because I think the difference is almost 200 points.
And honestly, in this one, give me Jacob.
Really?
Yeah, I like the Rashad White at Atlanta. He should do pretty good. Fields will have a 20-ish week, which is fine. Olave at Carolina, I think he's actually going to struggle because Carolina has a very sneaky, really fucking good pass defense.
Yeah.
They're going to run the shit. Kamara's going to have a fucking week, whoever's got him. That's my prediction. I think A-Chain is going to come back and do 20 plus. Laporta should do 20 plus.
A-Chain had a good week last week. He had 20
Chase
last
at
week.
Indianapolis should be 20 plus. Yeah, give me Jacob. He's scoring 160 this week.
Well, I'm gonna go with I'll go opposite. I'll take Trevor this week.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Next matchup: Natalina Wine Mixer versus Big Smith Energy.
Oh.
This is
Yeah.
fixing for a blowout.
Injury Fox again, but get quarterbacks back, so
yeah,
he should be able to fill a lineup.
Let's scroll down. Yeah,
get Mostert in there, get Josh Allen back in there.
Yeah, and then you just got to go grab yourself a tight end.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really gonna matter though. I mean, I guess you know what? I shouldn't say that because she does all that. There's no saying that she couldn't go over Billy's ceiling, put up 135.
All she's gonna do is hit 140.
Yeah, and Billy's gonna have a hard time touching that then. So,
Hurts at Dallas. I feel like that might be a sealer, but it'll depend on how the Buffalo KC Josh Allen goes. Because that's gonna be a shootout too.
Yeah,
probably a touchdown night for Hurts and Allen.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Man, I don't know. This, like you said, this is going to be a competitive one.
Yeah. This
better game than it should be.
Yeah, this is one of those where I think this is the prime example on projections don't mean anything.
Correct. Well,
Because,
yeah, obviously. Plus 3 people are out right now.
well, yeah, even when you put it in, Natalie, I'm sure is going to only be hovering
I
around
bet it would get close to 45%.
22, so that'd make it 80 or 90. Yeah. And then Mostert, that'd be 103. So roughly, if putting a full team, Natalie would be
Yeah.
roughly projected 110 points.
Right. So that's in there like a booty hair.
Yeah. But right now, I'm gonna go with Big Smith energy. I'm gonna go with
You
the
know I
hot
got to keep it
hand.
in the household.
Yeah, I got to keep the household together. I feel
Hot
you.
hand, he's coming off an L.
Yeah, but he's on top. He's only got 3 of L's.
You know.
Um, but like I say, there is a path for Natalie here. There is a
And
path.
you know, we've said there is a path, what, 3, 4 times now? This is the most realistic path, even.
Yeah, for sure.
Possibility for actually happening.
Yeah, the path ain't that rocky. Some bumps here and there,
Oh,
but maybe 1 or 2 deep potholes, but nothing you can't walk around.
it's gonna take one really good game from somebody.
It's on
You know, if Josh
it's gonna
Allen has
take
a 45-point week or something like that.
it's gonna take Natalie's Josh Allen and Bill's duo. If she can hit on that duo again,
Yeah.
then we have ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it'll be Josh Allen that goes into over Lamar.
Yeah.
He hasn't started Lamar this entire year.
I was gonna say I don't think I've read his name once on here.
Nope. Man, ain't that crazy though? It just
Yeah.
sits on a bench.
Sits on them all year, knowing they have the same
Right.
buy.
Yeah, that's nuts. Same
Like
buy.
that's one of those things where it's like I'd be trying to at least move one of them at some point because they have the
Yeah.
same buy.
Right.
But hey, if she makes playoffs, I guess it's worked. If she makes playoffs.
Shit.
All right,
What
let's
am I,
get
the
to our.
last one?
Yep. Worst to first versus better luck next time. Potential playoff matchup here. We could be seeing this matchup in another. Wow, Harley picked up Jake Browning and put him in. Hot hand. He's a hot hand.
Against Indianapolis too, it's probably a good pickup and play.
Yeah. Well, let me click on his name here. Let's see here.
I'm a little nervous about my running back situation.
Give me. It doesn't. Okay. Huh? Indianapolis is position ranked 9 for defense. I guess maybe against quarterbacks.
I was gonna say, let's see, because you can go into here. Let's look at ESPN because they do it a little differently. You can see what their rank is against each position essentially in ESPN.
Oh, okay.
So it's Cincy, so you want to look up fucking Jamar Chase or a receiver. See. Chase. Yeah, it'd be nice to have another screen.
Yeah.
How you spelled Jamar?
GA_MARR.
J. Jamar. Why can I not find his name?
Just look up Chase.
I tried. Let's see.
Who has him? That would be Jacob. No.
Here
Yeah,
it is.
just
Oh,
J.
it's got an apostrophe J apostrophe
That's what I said.
MAR. Oh, you did. Okay. So who's got an MB matchup?
By the way, I want to put
Right.
out there for everybody, I nailed that off the top of my head.
You said GE.
Oh, I said JA_MARR. I might have, you know what? I might have actually said G, but you knew what I meant. You knew I meant J. Everyone knew I meant J.
Why can't I fucking see it? I thought you could. Maybe I'm crazy.
Well, here, I can go to against wide receivers on CBS. They have Indianapolis at 14. Like I say, against quarterbacks, they have them at 9. I got to go back to there. Mixon. They got them at 29 against running backs.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. 15th. Yep, 15th against receivers.
So it could be a good week. It could be a good week for him.
Yeah, it should be an alright day. I bet Browning does just fine. If he's anything like he was last week.
Yeah.
I guess we shouldn't have cut him, huh?
Yeah. Maybe. I guess we'll never know.
I'm a little nervous about Harley's wide receiver core, honestly.
Yeah, the CD Lamb Devontae Adams duo is it's a little scary.
Pretty gross.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not so worried about Devontae Adams as I am worried about CD. Yeah.
100%.
Because Devontae Adams has been all right.
Okay, but also they're playing motherfucking Vikings.
Yeah. True. Devontae's gonna light it up.
We let fucking Keenan Allen have what, 16 catches?
20.
No way.
I'm pretty sure,
You
yeah.
shitting me?
No.
20 fucking catches.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can pull
Mike
that
has
up.
them, right?
Yep. Yeah, 20 targets, 18 receptions.
Jesus fuck. Man, that was week 3. Why does it feel like that was 2 weeks ago?
Oh, really? That feels like forever ago.
Oh, man, I feel like that just happened. 20 targets, 18 catches. Oh, my God. Anyway. Yeah. I'm going to pick mid, obviously.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a battle, though.
Yeah, I think so, too, but I think you're going to edge them out. You also have a very comparable receiving core.
Yeah, that's true.
And
just quieter name.
Exactly. Waddle has done all right this year, but still has put up some points this year. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think, can outscore both of those players, CD and Adams. And Nico Collins is known for a big week.
Oh, he's due for it, especially with Tank Dell out.
Yeah, so I think you can.
Ooh, Daddy's coming.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go with you.
Hell yeah!
All right, so that's the last matchup. Let's take a look at standings. So I can sit nicely. All right, we'll start here. So, CMCU later, Big Smith Energy in the American Division clinched. They got it. They're going to be in the playoffs, but they're battling for both of them are battling for a first round bye.
Yep, Mike's got the tiebreaker.
Yep, Mike just knocked him off on a 6-game win streak. He is.
Jeez.
And he's got the tiebreaker by over 100 points. Jesus.
Yep.
So,
hey, so do I.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
120.
So if they end up with a tied record at the end of next week, Mike will get that first round bye. John Popper's harmonica, though, like we were saying, is in a battle right now. Natalina Wine Mixer and Catch Me Outside, Herbert that hot on his heels. Natalie needs him to lose out so she can win out, and she can take that spot, because as it stands, I mean, it's almost a 200-point difference.
Yeah, that's far.
So Like we said, stars need to align. Then there's me on the bottom, clinching the bottom. Love it. I'll see someone in the shitty. I'll be there.
I'll be there. Yeah, you did.
So then when we drop down to the Lebanese division, worst to first and Post Mahomes clinching their playoff spot. They punch their ticket. They're going. But it's up for grabs that first round bye. Connor, you need to lose out, and John needs to win out. Pretty much for John to take that first round bye, which I don't see happening.
Oh yeah,
because if you end with the same record,
win.
you have the tiebreaker by a decent amount.
Unless he wins out and I only win one.
True. Yeah, true. That is true. So yeah, he's going for that first round bye. He's coming for that throat. He's coming for that neck. But I mean, I'm almost saying you're pretty secure in your spot up top there because it's fucking John's team.
He's got a much easier schedule.
What's that?
He's got a much easier schedule.
Yeah, that's true. You are playing a playoff team this week.
He plays Travis and then Harley.
So he's got one playoff matchup. So he's got who do you play next week?
The following week, I play Connor Ryan.
Okay. So
not much easier, I suppose.
Yeah.
Similar.
I was kind of hoping you were going to play Travis, so you guys would just flip-flop matchups. But and then it's kind of a battle for who's going to be in the shitty. Because Cowboys D for 54 could jump up and take that playoff spot from Better Luck next time. That is possible. Especially, I mean, they're 10 points different, so it's really a battle for that. Also, though, no, he's not really in contest of dropping down. So it's really between the Danis system and Bijan Mustard on who's going to be in that bottom spot.
Yeah.
I mean, if Travis keeps setting lineups like he's been setting the last couple weeks, it's not a question it's going to be Travis. But they're both on giant loss streaks. Bijan on an 8-loss streak and Danis system on a 6-loss streak.
Oh,
that's wow.
Been there, man.
Yeah. So that's the standings picture. I'm gonna pull up the tab here. So this is the playoff matchup. If the season ends right now, here's what the bracket would look like. CMCU later getting the first round bye and worst to first getting the first round bye. Ignore these rankings, these seeds. They mean nothing. This is just they did that. And so Big Smith Energy would play John Popper to go face CMCU later in the divisional game. Post Mahomes would play Better Luck next time to face worst to first in the divisional. So yeah, that's what that bracket looks like. If the season ended today. So then let's talk side pot now. I put together this quick little neat graphic. Which one is? There it is. Oh, I got it. There we go. Oh, you can't see my graphic, can you?
Nope.
I can't share my screen either, otherwise it's going to screw it up.
That's all right.
But do you want to take a guess at who's since you can't see, do you want to take a guess at who's in first place right now?
PMC.
Nope. First place is a tie with 46 sacks. It's a tie between Post Mahomes and worst to first.
What?
Yep.
Oh, real?
For real.
Let's go, baby.
Third place is Big Smith Energy at 45, so he's nipping on your heels. Catch Me Outside Herbert that is at 43. Bijan Mustard and CMCU later are tied at 41. And we have a three-way tie with Aardvark Kings, Better Luck Next Time, and Natalina Wine Mixer at 38. And then Cowboys D for 54 is at 35 after a hot start to the season.
54 was not worth it, I guess.
No. And then Dana's System at 34 and John Popper's Harmonica rounding out the bottom at 32.
Ouch.
So the top... Okay, honestly, so when I was going through and putting this together, do you want to take a guess at the team that I saw had the most sacks, or what the most sack in a game number is?
49ers, 7.
Nope.
The Steelers, 7.
It was not 7. It was Jacob's team, and I can't remember who. I think it was the Dolphins defense had 9 sacks in a game. So,
Dang.
with that being the bar,
it's all open.
It's pretty. I'm comfortable saying from 41 to 46, it's anyone's game at that.
Yep.
With 2 weeks left.
That ends before, I was gonna say that ends before playoffs. Right?
Yep. At the end of week 15, it is just the regular season. Yeah, so that's the side pot. Right now, you and John are tied for first place, but not by much. I mean, you guys have everybody nipping at your heels.
Yeah, it's definitely not solidified.
No. Yeah, I guess you'd like to see it, but yeah, so
That's the race.
That's everything I have. I can't think of anything else that needs to be added. I kind of went over everything that was on my list. Anything you want to add?
I got nothing. It's gonna be a fun couple of weeks here.
Yeah, yes it will.
Nice competitive league.
Let's see. Week 15 we'll be at the Vikings game. We have a Vikings game because that's Christmas Eve. So I won't be hosting anything. But like last year, come championship game, week 18, I will have people over. We will do an end of the year wrap up. Whoever wins won't be able to take the belt with them that day because I'll have to get the replacement parts. But I'll be able to order them, and it will be within a couple weeks. That belt will be in your hands. So if any for the championship, just putting it out there for week 18. I don't think we have a home game last week, do we?
No, I think we play in Detroit.
In Detroit, yes, you're definitely right. So week 18, whoever wants to come over, the entire league and their significant others and friends are welcome. I will host the end of the year wrap up party, unless we come up with a better idea. Unless Connor, you want to have a little housewarming party, but we will do something. Is what I'm saying. Is whether it's at my place or something else. We'll do an end of the year, so it's on everyone's radar. Everyone's welcome. But yeah, other than that, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Ta-ta for now, everybody.